Good morning. On a morning like this, we might be inclined to say this: yes, even this is the day that the Lord has made. And so we will rejoice and be glad in it. And that's the reason we've gathered today, to give thanks to God for the gift of another day, another week, and another year in the life of our congregation. We are glad that you have made your way to this time and space. We're grateful for those who are gathered here in the sanctuary for worship, as well as welcoming those who join us via the live stream. We are thankful for the gift of worship this day. It is important for us at Second Church to welcome especially all who are guests with us in worship. You'll find welcome cards in each one of the pew racks. Those have a QR code that you can share some information with us using. If you're worshiping online, we invite you to scan that same QR code and fill out your information that way. And we hope that if you are here with us this morning, you will also plan to stay with us this afternoon or later this morning. We have a church picnic, and even if you did not register, we want you to feel welcome to stay and join us for that. The picnic has been relocated and will be happening just below the sanctuary down in the community room. There are stairs to that space just behind you on both sides of the sanctuary, as well as behind me, and there's an elevator right over here that will take you down to the community room. We hope that you'll stay. If you didn't register, you will have an opportunity to do so and to pay when you get downstairs. I'm also told, and here you'll have to follow instructions, that we're going to attempt a Second Church family photo just after worship. That includes all of us, and we don't want anyone missing. So our children are going to return from choir during the final hymn, and what you need to do is simply stay right where you are, following the postlude. So we're going to do that picture here in the sanctuary using a drone pointing that away. So simply remain where you are, and you will be in the photo following the postlude before we go down for lunch later this morning. For today, we are launching our new program year centered on a vision of speaking the truth in love. If you have not yet received your fall spire or would like to pick up an extra one, those will be available as you exit the sanctuary this morning. I encourage you to pick one up and one to share. I also encourage you to sign up for our weekly emails on Monday and Thursday afternoons, to follow us on social media, and often visit secondchurch.org/events. You'll want to stay up to date with all that is happening in the life of Second Church. As we begin this year together, I also want you to know that next Sunday, we will welcome the Reverend Eugene Cho as our distinguished guest preacher in the 10 o'clock worship service. Reverend Cho founded Quest Church in Seattle, Washington, but has served in recent years as president of Bread for the World, and you will not want to miss his message in 10 o'clock worship next Sunday. Finally, I want to take a moment of recognition on this 21st anniversary of the tragedies of September 11th, 2001. You might remember that in December of that year, this date was designated as a day of prayer and remembrance, honoring the 2,977 persons killed that day and establishing a moment of silence in their memory. All of us who remember the horrific events of September 11th also remember the heroic acts of first responders, and perhaps also that sense of unity, common resolve, and solidarity that characterized our national dialogue in those days. As we continue to pray for the victims of terrorism and violence here and around the world, and for the unity that characterized those days, may we, as God's people in the world, work for peace. And now let us prepare our hearts to worship God.